I'm Dana, and I'm a reseller that sells on Poshmark, and today I'd like to share what sold this past weekend. So these first three items were sold on Friday, and the first item is this plaid jacket that sold for $22, and after Poshmark fees of 20%, as well as my cost of goods, which was $1.50, I made $16.10. So all the items sold today I got from the Goodwill bins, and they charge $1.50 per item. So this jacket probably sold in about 3 or 4 days. I picked it up on the haul that happened about 2 weeks ago. This next item is Eileen Fisher Unlined Rain Jacket, and I sold it for $32, and after fees and cost of goods, I made $24.10. I had this jacket for a while, and it took a while to sell, but it is a really nice linen piece that has sort of a coating on top. And what I find with Eileen Fisher is it does take a little while to sell, but it eventually does sell. Okay, and then this next one is Free People mini dress, and it sold for $20, and I made $14.50. So this was from my haul that from 2 weeks ago, and it sold in about 3 or 4 days. I did list it at $35 and was offered $20 for it, which I did accept, and this kind of goes along with my new thinking about accepting offers that are about 50% or higher. And I know that sounds drastic, but I thought, I really want to try to move my items a little quicker. So that's my latest sort of strategy. Okay, so anyways, the next items are from Saturday and Sunday. So this was also from that same haul, and they are a pair of Zara floral pants, wide leg. They sold very quickly. They sold for $24, and after fees and everything, it came out to $16.20. That's what I made. And I do enjoy picking up Zara, especially if they're kind of unusual looking, and they tend to move pretty well, pretty quickly. I don't make a ton of money, like this one I only made $16.20, but the items are really fun. They're very stylish, very fashionable. I like to have them in my closet, and it's fun for me to pick up. So I do, as you know, I like watching videos about reselling, and the whole reseller community. But I also like to watch some fashion YouTube channels, and one that I really like is KarenBritChick. And what she does is she goes to the streets of New York, and she'll stop people that she really thinks have really great style, and she'll ask them where they got their clothes from. So one thing I noticed with that is a lot of the people that she stops are wearing Zara. So so anyways, they have a lot of really great styles. Okay, and that was one of the reasons why I got into reselling is, I really enjoy thrifting as well as fashion. So how I don't know if I ever talked about how I became a reseller. I was laid off for my job in 2020 during the whole lockdown period, and I was watching a YouTube channel, and it's called City Girl Unplugged, and she the YouTuber is Courtney, and she also has a resellers channel called Common Tags, and her Common Tags got added to my feed, so that's how I discovered reselling, and just really thought, well, that sounds really interesting. I really want to try it out, so that was my start. So what I like to do is I like to wrap the items in this packing paper, and I just add a little bit of hemp twine, and then I add a little thank you tag to it. And I go ahead and use the USPS shipping supplies for packing, and the way I learned how to ship is through McKenzie over at Mcthriftzie, and she has a really great channel. I will link her channel below, but that's how I learned how to ship. So to me it's just really simple and clean and elegant looking. Also, the USPS mailing supplies are free, so I will also have that link as well, so you guys can pick up your own free supplies. So the next one I have is this over here. So it's another Zara piece, and it's this sweater that I got at that same haul, and I sold it for $29. That was an offer from the buyer, so I accepted. I'm pretty sure I listed it for $40. And then after all the fees and everything, after Poshmark fees, it was $23.20, and then minus cost of goods. So this one's nice sweater. Zara does have some nice quality materials. They use some nice quality materials. This one had a little bit of alpaca, and it has a really cute, desirable style, which I liked. And sweaters are still moving pretty well for me. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, so our weather is really mild. And I hear, especially from other resellers, that it's pretty cold up there in other parts of the country. So So I noticed that when I use this packing paper, the crinkling sound is really quite loud. So I'm going to try to either, quiet it down during editing, or maybe even edit it out a little bit. So, but yeah, let me know if the sound of it really is terrible. This is my, I just started this YouTube channel, and I'm totally learning about video and video editing. It's not something that I know how to do. The video editor that I'm using right now is Adobe Premiere Pro. So everything is new to me, and it's actually really fun trying to figure things out. So my production quality right now is really low. I also film on my iPhone, so yeah. So anyways, this one I'm going to put in this mailing box. And Um, so I just ran out of packing tape, and I had heard on McKenzie's channel that there's packing tape, quiet packing tape. So I went ahead and bought some, and it is pretty quiet, so that's nice. It's a nice tip that I got there. Okay, so that's this one. Alright. So this next item is a Levi's Western shirt. It has the pearl snap buttons, and it's made out of this really great Levi's denim. I picked this up along with, I think it was 2 other Western style Levi's shirts as well. They were in different shades of blue, and I noticed, you know, on comps that Levi's denim shirts do pretty well, so especially with the pearl snaps, so was happy to pick these up. And it sold, probably took maybe about a month to sell. I do like to sell men's items as well as women's, so I pick up men's as well at the bins. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. So yeah, I would love it if you guys left me a comment and let me know like where you guys like to shop. I had gotten a comment, and it was really, I just assumed that because I like to shop at the bins, that everybody does, and I got a comment saying that you know, she didn't have one nearby, and she goes to thrift store. So I thought, oh wow, yeah, that's right. You know, I just assumed, but and I kind of left the comment that thrift stores, I don't know, I just feel maybe like I'm not quite ready for the thrift stores, because what you pay for each item is, you know, higher than what I get. So I'm just really nervous about I don't know, making a bad buy, but I know that, you know, you can get some really, really cool things when you go to the thrift store, so might have to just not be scared and do it, you know. Oh. So this shirt, I think I sold it for $30, and I'm pretty sure that was what I listed it for. So, you know, after Poshmark fees, I made $24 on it, and then just need to minus the cost of goods. So, not bad. Just gonna make it a little bit long. Stretch it. I really like using the Tyvek mailing envelope. It's really strong material. It's not like it tears, and it's pretty water resistant as well. The adhesive is strong, but I think I like to I'm going to just secure it, just because the shirt is kind of heavy, and it's also right to the edge, so just going to add this. Okay. sold is some Lululemon leggings, and they are in this really interesting and fun pattern and colorway. I sold them for $40, and after Poshmark fees, I made $30.50. So just put it like that. I think it's gonna be fine. So one thing that I wanted to mention was I had mistakenly in my last sort of sold and shipped video, I had mistakenly put that I was paying for the sales tax, and I looked that up on Poshmark, and they actually charge the buyer, which totally makes sense. So anyways, I am not great on figuring out the sort of the finances and things, and what is helpful is doing these videos, because I really have to pay attention to the numbers. And yeah, okay, this really great channel I came across, and it's called Not Your Dad's CPA, and it is this YouTuber named Mark, and he gives resellers information all about taxes and finances. I'll add his link below as well, but his videos are really great. So yes, and so yeah, my background is that I was an art director and a graphic designer for many years, and you know, after I got laid off, that's when I discovered reselling. But yeah, you know, since art is sort of my art and design or my background, math and numbers I'm not really great at. So there's also a padded envelope that's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and, since this is such a small little package, I'm going to add it to this one. And again, this is something that I got off the USPS website. You can order it, and then they just drop it off at your doorstep. Okay. And here are a pair of cool hiking pants. And they have the, they're convertible, so that you can zip this bottom part, and it could be, you know, like shorts or crop pants. And I like to pick up Cool. They're a really nice brand, and they have a good following, so things tend to sell pretty well. I think, when did I have these? These probably sold in about a month or so. Let's see, I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. I like to pick up outdoor wear whenever I can. hiking and camping, clothing. And then right now it's, ski and snowboard season, so those things do really well. Oops, put this, almost forgot the tag of this. Right. So this next one it's another sweater. This one is a Banana Republic cashmere blend sweater. I believe it's cashmere blend. Yeah, it's merino, wool, nylon, and cashmere. And it has sort of this basket weave pattern to it, and it's actually a cardigan with a sort of a large cowl neck or shawl collar. So very cute, sort of boxy, very cozy, warm, soft. And I got this one a while ago, probably maybe about 2 months ago. Just want to take a quick look, make sure it looks okay. Yeah, it's good. I do try to screen things pretty carefully when I'm at the bins. It's pretty hard because it can get kind of chaotic there, especially when they're rolling out the next rotation kind of one after the other, and doesn't give me much time to sort of double check items. So, and then again, when I come back home and I look at the pieces, I try to check it again. But sometimes things slip by me. I don't know, even if I looked at it maybe 2 or 3 times. So sort of the last final look is, during shipping. So. So I don't know if I said this, but this Banana Republic sweater sold for $20, and then after Poshmark fees, I made $16 on this sweater. And what I found is that I like to pick up Banana Republic when they have really good materials. So this one had merino wool and cashmere, so picked it up, as well as it was a cute style. And I think because I'm a fairly new reseller, and that I shop at the bins, I don't have like a certain category or a niche that I focus on. I will, I focus on women's clothing and some accessories, like particularly handbags. I really like handbags. We don't have a lot of shoes at the bins, so even though I would like to sell shoes, I don't really have that opportunity. And I also like to sell men's clothing. I haven't gotten into children's clothing, so I guess that's where I kind of made the decision not to get into, but I might do it later, so we'll see. Okay, so that's this one. Great. So this is a little crossbody purse. It's UGG, and it's actually made out of their that sheepskin material that their regular boots are made out of. So it has the sort of the fluffy shearling wool on the inside, and it was in pretty rough condition. So I actually went ahead and washed this by hand. I didn't put it in the washing machine. So I think it's a little bit better. But again, I took pictures of it, and I did mention that it was, in okay condition. So. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in this little box. It is the medium flat rate size box. That way it's just a little bit more protected. I could definitely put it in, to one of the envelopes that's small enough, but just to protect the hardware. So, that. And then I think I'll just add. So this purse sold for $30, and after the Poshmark fees, I made $24 on that. This was also I got it from the bin, so $1.50 was my cost of goods. Tag on the top, so hopefully that's the first thing that they see. And I'm going to try out my new quiet tape. Wow, that is quiet. That's awesome. Wow. Amazing, amazing. Okay, very happy with that. Since it's so quiet, I'm going to do a couple more pieces just to make sure it's secure. So I don't have a label printer yet, so I go ahead and I print out my labels on the black and white printer, and then I go ahead and just trim it and tape it onto the box. I wonder if the label printer is cost effective. I do go through a lot of tape doing this, so but I was wondering, like, the cost of the label, the labels themselves. I wonder if that's expensive. So I'm not quite ready to make that purchase, but I need to sort of investigate that or research that. Okay. So again, I do pick up mall brands when I think that they are going to sell quickly. So I did pick up this puffer style jacket. It's a H&M puffer jacket in this really pretty sort of light green color. Has a hood. It's just extra fluffy, and I sold it for $20. And so after fees, I made $14.50. And so, like I said, I'm not, I'm not super, like, picky on brands that I get. Let's see how I'm going to do this. This is very puffy. I hope it fits. Okay. I think it'll fit. It just kind of, I have to just stuff it down. So. So I watched Becky Park's latest video. It's a really good one. It's all about like if she were becoming a reseller in 2022, you know, like what would she do? And I, you know, really agree with, you know, a lot of what she was saying. She had some really good advice. I really enjoy her videos. She's, you know, she's got a lot of experience, and she's very funny. So it's really fun to watch her videos. But yeah, one of her things that she recommended was that if she was starting in 2022, she would start with just eBay at first, not all the other platforms. And you know, I actually, when I first started, I did Poshmark and eBay, and I had eBay was harder to do, and I didn't like sort of the scammers kind of coming at me at that point, and then also the shipping was pretty mysterious to me. And I actually did sell I sold one item on eBay, and I made the mistake of selling a winter coat. So it was very heavy, and so I ended up having to pay for the shipping. So the sale, I didn't make very much at all, and that kind of deterred me from, you know, moving forward with eBay. And, you know, in contrast, Poshmark is just so easy, although, you know, they take so much bigger cut, you know, percentage of the sale. So this piece is a Torrid Kimono in this really pretty chiffon floral. And I remember the day that I got this, there was a bunch of other Torrid pieces in the bins. And so I think it was some sort of like a liquidation, or maybe a store was just, I don't know, somehow donating a whole bunch of their old inventory or something. I'm not sure. But I was able to pick up this kimono piece, as well as a couple of dresses and a skirt as well. So the kimono sold for $20, and after Poshmark fees, I made $16. This was in the haul that it happened 2 weeks ago, and it's this Free People sweater, really pretty, open weave. It's pretty sort of dusty rose color. It has a hood as well, and I believe it has alpaca in it. It has good materials make up. But this sweater sold for $40, and after Poshmark fees, I made $30.50. And this one is in really good condition. I was surprised at that haul 2 weeks ago. I found a lot of free people, and finding free people it comes in waves. So sometimes I find it, some days I don't, and some days I find Eileen Fisher, some days I don't. It's really interesting how things go in waves. Same thing for Madewell. And those are sort of the brands that are, kind of bread and butter brands that I love to pick up. Make sure it's in there, I think. So, there was a period of time where Free People wasn't selling very well for me. So, and then I noticed other resellers were saying that Free People had slowed down for them as well. But it seems like it's kind of picking up again. And perhaps it's because, winter and sweaters. Not sure. So, I'm curious about what are your favorite brands to pick up? Are there certain ones that you just have a hard time, even if it looks a little worn, you have a hard time throwing back? I definitely have a hard time sometimes. I get sort of blinded by the brand, and that's something that I have to get better at, just really checking, for wear, and being able to just say, this one's not worth it. So hopefully I'll get better. I think I'm going to get better as my death pile keeps growing. I don't want to have those little projects of stain treating and mending and things like that. So it's better to get the piece in really great condition, so there's less work when you have to sell it. This way. Yeah, this is a medium flat rate box, and you can also pick up the flat rate boxes at the any post office. They usually have them stocked there as well. And Poshmark will accept pretty much all the different boxes and envelopes, except for the express mail ones, and they kind of have a little bit more blue on it, so you stay away from those. But it's pretty nice. We have a whole variety of different boxes and envelopes to choose from. There. This is so lightweight, it should be fine. Okay. So this next item is this Marrakech Jacket. It has the Sherpa fleece on the inside and sort of the motorcycle jacket style, sort of asymmetrical flap over here. I think maybe I'll keep it open a little bit. It's super cute when it's open. This is from the haul 2 weeks ago, and Marrakech is also sold in Anthropology. This one sold really quick, probably 3 or 4 days, and I guess I'm not a very fast I'm not very fast at listing, which is something that I need to get faster at. Let's see. This one, I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I don't know why it takes me so long. Or it just seems like, other people can list really quickly, like, I don't know, listing maybe 10 or 20 items per day. That's pretty awesome. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll do it like this. And I don't know. I kind of go through like batches. So I try to photograph as much as I can, maybe in 1 or 2 days. And then I will go ahead and do drafts in Poshmark. And then you can do up to 50 drafts at one time. Yeah, so I will put like 50 drafts into the queue, and then from there I'll just go ahead and try to finish up the listings. And then when that's done, go ahead and photograph some more, a big batch. And so, but I try to do at least a few every day. Probably I would say about maybe 5 listings a day. Let's see, okay, so that. So I sold this jacket for $33, and after Posh fees, I made $26.40. Because of I'm so behind on listing, I sort of said to myself that I cannot do any sourcing until I make a big dent in my death pile. So that's what I'm going to do. So who knows, I might miss this week of sourcing, but that's okay. That is okay. I need to catch up. Okay, that fits perfectly. Okay. Right. Okay, and then this last item to be shipped is this really pretty sweater. It's a brand called Totem, and it's from that haul from 2 weeks ago. It's 100% merino wool, and it's just this really pretty cable knit pattern, and it sold very fast. So it sold for $175, and after Poshmark fees, I made $140. So really, really nice find. I had never heard of this brand, but it's definitely something that I will be on the lookout for in the future. Let's see. I'm just gonna double check. It's in really good condition, but there is some pilling, a little bit of pilling, especially, yeah, that's okay, that looks good. Okay, I think it's okay. Found another interesting on what you can find at the bins. That, you know, can have like high-end, really high-end brands, and you know, most of everything is you know, more common brands, and that's, you know, that's totally great. But you can also find some kind of amazing things as well. Okay, so this. Sometimes I have this, almost this little fear, or I don't know, insecurity of, will I ever find, you know, good items again? And I shared this with one of the resellers that comes to the bins a lot, and I told her about that, and she was like, you know, I don't think there'll ever be, you know, an end to all the items that come to Goodwill, you know, like what people will donate. And so I thought about that, and I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, there's almost too much stuff. And we're only, you know, saving a fraction of what would go to the landfill. So, you know, I was reminded of that, so not to worry. Great, well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the next one. Okay, bye-bye.